Welcome to Friday Sews. Today it's a bit about op shopping, an update on my knitting and my plans. Hi everyone. Hi. Welcome to my channel. It's Sewing Seams with Deb. I'm Deb, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. And welcome back for those that have been coming already before and are returning. So today I want to have a talk about a couple of things, and one of them is my knitting update. So where is that sleeveless pullover got to for my grandson? Here's the pattern. Remember that? It's a very old pattern, and I made a mistake and then I had to rip it back. We call it in the trade. I had to pull it back or undo it, and now I'm up to the neck. Look, when I talked to you last time, it was a couple of weeks ago, I wanted it done by the end of that week. Well, you know, life happened. Then we had Easter and I had a lot going on. So I've sewn. The instructions are, sorry, try and hold it up. The instructions are to sew one shoulder together. So I've done that, the right one, I think, confused. And then you pick up the stitches for the neck. So I always put my markers in there because I think it's 52 stitches I need to pick up on that front part of the neck there. And so I divide it, so therefore I can pick up 13 per quarter. Then there's one in the middle, so I'm up to the stage where I pick up the next 4 lots of 13. Sorry, it's rolling up. And then I will continue on with the saved stitches sitting on the stitch marker, and then I will sew. Then I'll carry on and sew the band. After, the last thing you do is you sew the second shoulder on, and then you have your beautiful V-neck. So it's getting closer. I was hoping to have it done. So like I said last time, I want to start my new project. I don't even want to look at my yarn yet because I don't want to get distracted. So once my wrist feels a little bit better, because I've got a bit of a wrist issue, then I will crack on with that. Only a few stitches away. Then I'm just going to do the armbands and job done. So I just want to talk about what am I wearing. So this is... I made it a couple of years ago, I think in 2021, according to my book with all my list, which I'll show you in a minute. So I'll just take this off. You can't really see. And it's a bit of a hack. So I've changed the sleeves, made them into a puff there, just made it wider at the bottom. Put a band on. I don't always put a band on the sleeves because I don't like it being too tight there. Anyway, it's worked out. And the other hack is I always put pockets in the Freya dress. And the Freya dress is from my all-time favourite sewing book that's got patterns in it, is the Tilly and the Button stretch book. A lot of you know about this book. It's amazing. It's got some awesome patterns in there, and this is my T&T, my tried and true. The third hack is the neckline. I don't always like it up too high because the way that Tilly's designed it, it's relatively high for me. So I've managed to get it to a stage now that I'm happy with. So that was this one, and it's cotton. Just a cotton jersey I got from Spotlight, and it's a mid-weight, so it's relatively warm. It's sunny and beautiful today. So yeah, we had a week of cold weather. We had some rain. We had some cooler nights, and now we've got warmth back again. Another day or two, it's going to be 30 degrees C. So yeah, the weather's taking a while to really get into our cold. Anyway, so therefore, this dress is suitable for today's weather. Great. Now, you're probably wondering, what's this here? And so I've been to my favourite op shop again. You know I love that place. So my sister and I went there this time, and they had lots of blouses. And I know it's So April Blouse 23, but I just had to get this blouse, and I'll show you in a sec. And I also got this as a score. I'll show you. We'll come to the blouse. So this, I got this from the men's department. Remember I said, don't forget, always check the men's. And I think it belongs to a suit. Or it could be a ladies one. I don't know. I'll show you. So it fits really well. Look how big the armholes are. And it's a store-bought one. You know, it hasn't been made by somebody. And then the back fits really nicely. So, but the only thing about it is that the buttons don't do up. So I'll have to figure out what to do. I'm going to change the buttons to, I need to jazz it up. I need to make it mine, don't I? Because I don't often wear plain black. I do have a couple of things. I don't often wear plain black, particularly up near my face. I'm more a navy blue person. So I will endeavour to have a play around with that, get creative and work out what I might like to do with that. And look at this beauty. Oh my goodness, isn't she adorable? Now, it's a Wayne Cooper. To some of you that might mean a lot, but it has got amazingly pretty buttons. The buttons are the same design as the fabric. Absolutely glorious, and it's satin, an absolutely beautiful fabric. Check it out. Anyway, I washed it. I always wash these when I get home, and it fits lovely. I washed it when I got home, gently. We're very careful. Not unlike, I mean, that's unlike me. I'm not always careful. Anyway, I washed it carefully when I got home, and I was giving it a very light press. I had my iron set to, yeah, you know, it's down low. But I think this is why the previous owner got rid of it, because it's coming undone. I don't know if you can see that. You see it's coming unthreaded, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of saving work there. I have to save that somehow. I'll have a think about how to do that. So it's really got a hole on the cuff. Hang on, might be able to do it better this way. You see that there? Anyway, there's a hole. I'll stick my finger through and it's fraying, and I'm glad I did it in the gentle cycle in a bag. So anyway, a bit of work on that. Might end up with shorter sleeves, or I'll work something out about that. But isn't that beautiful fabric? And they're my colours, you know. You're starting to know me. I like the bright, vibrant stuff. So that's very exciting. I got that for not a lot of money. So that was awesome. I just want to talk about my plans, my up and coming plans, and I've referred to my Make 9 that's turned out, you know, some of us follow the, I think it's a hashtag, Make 9 for the year, and you have a plan. Well, mine's more than 9. I've got a lot on my list. I think there's about 15 there, and then I still don't have some basic things on there. So I've ticked off some already, 4, which I'm very pleased about. But I've added some on. So that's not always perfect, but that's me. That's what I do. If I go to the shops and I go with my shopping list, which I do all the time, and I see something and I think, oh, I might get that. It's on special. It's not on my list though. But what I'll do is write it on my list so I can tick it off. Who else does that? Does anyone else do that? Anyway, so that way I meant to get it. And sometimes I buy 2 if they're really cheap. Anyway, back to the conversation. I realised that I really need to make some more winter pajamas. Now, the jammies that I make, I'll just put this girl back. Hang on. The jammies that I make, normally I make 1 pair per season, is from this pattern here. Very old one from an Oppo. It doesn't look like a pajama pattern, but I make it as a pajama pattern. And it's just got your basic set-in sleeves, V-neck. It's quite low, plunging. But that's good because you don't want it up around your neck. Well, I don't like it up around my neck at night time. And then the pants are quite, they fit me well. So I make it out of t-shirt material usually. So that's what I'm thinking. I've got an alternative pattern. One day I'll try this. I bought this without checking the details. Nice, isn't it? Quick sew. It's got a lovely nightie and pajamas. But it's woven. I've written it on in pencil so that I don't have to look at it every time. Yeah, it's woven. So I have to think about that too much. So I might stick with the T&T, tried and true. So anyway, so I can make myself some pajamas. I want to show you the ones that are on their way out. They're going. Well, they still fit. The elastic's still okay. But look, they're all bauble-y. See how they do that thing? And this was really cheap. Check them out. They're my clown pajamas. I'll show you. Aren't they funny? So, so that's the pants. And then I made the t-shirt out of just plain cotton jersey with the pop of the same fabric as the pants. And silly me, I didn't check the length of the arms before I made these, and it turned out they were too short, weren't they? So I had to add a piece extra. Anyway, so it's a bit of a feature now, a design feature we call it. So there's the jammies. The top is still okay, except for the cheap fabric. So I'm, oh, sorry, yes, I'll put some on the bottom too. Same problem. It was too short. And I didn't check twice, measure twice, cut once. I didn't do that. So they were too short, so I shoved a bit around the bottom, which actually looks quite nice. Anyway, that's my jammies. So they are almost finished. I don't want to wait till they're completely finished. Anyway, that's those. Last year's, I made these ones. Were they last year? Anyway, I made them a matching set. I don't often do that. This is lovely. These are nice jammies. And they're very cozy. Therefore, when it's really cold weather. And I don't even put proper tags on it deliberately. I just put something to indicate that that is the back. And it's soft, it doesn't scratch. So that's the pants. I'm just trying to remember where I got this fabric from. And the top. Guess what? I did the same again. I made it a bit too short. I'm not real quick at this. Anyway, so it's got an extension at the bottom, typically. There we go. Anyway, so those ones I'm keeping, and I've got another pair in there that are still not too bad. They're sort of medium. So these ones I'm keeping because they're warmer. I had to, yeah, this is another design feature. These ones, I forgot I did this. I didn't have quite enough material to cut the sleeves out. I was getting a bit pushed, so I joined some on the sleeve, but it's going the other way. The stretch is going the other way. It works out okay. I just ironed it into place. They're only jammies. One sleeve's fine. Design feature. Left sleeve's got a piece in it. And I didn't even have anything matching or contrast to go with it. Otherwise, I would have just shoved that in there. Anyway, so that was that one. So that's those jammies. Jim Jams. So what fabric can I use? Now, I've been into that cupboard trying to work it out. So I need a bit of a suggestion or a bit of advice from you. I've got this gorgeous cotton jersey. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? And are you like me? You don't want to waste good pattern fabric on pajamas. That's my thinking. I don't know. I'm strange. Anyway, this is, got my note on here, pinned to the edge, of course. Organic cotton jersey stretch, 148 centimeters wide, 2.2 meters. And I've got in question, when I bought it, I usually write what I was thinking when I bought it, and I wrote PJs, pajamas. 2.2 meters. I don't know if that'll be quite enough to have the whole pajamas. That's, I think, the trap that I fell for before, why it was too short. But anyway, we'll work on that. So there's that one. And that's got shells, apples. And that could be suitable for a dress, not unlike this one. So that's one choice. Choice number one. Choice number two. Again, I feel like I want to make a dress out of this. It's rayon spandex, which we know, those of us that sew with stretch, rayon spandex can stretch and grow with you as the day goes on. So that might not be ideal for a dress, but I've actually got 1.2 meters, so it would only be enough for pants, the pant. But these remind me of Pajamas, because look, isn't that gorgeous? It's got all the stars and moons. So I'm leaning towards this one, and it's so soft. So that'd really go well as jammies. Rayon spandex. Navy Celestial is the name of the pattern on here, or this design. Yeah, I've had this in the stash for more than 2 years. Got it from Spotlight. Yes, it's been washed, and I bought it with PJ pants in mind. So that was already my thinking, and lovely and soft. So that's another option. Side note, they might be nice ones for my grandson, because he's got that sensitive skin. So just keep that in the back of your mind when you vote. That's number two. And number three is this one. Again, I can't decide, because I could make a dress out of this too. Check it out. Oh, look at that. Reckon it'd look all right as a dress. It's a bit busy. So is this though. And so this is cotton jersey as well. So lovely for t-shirts or bedwear. Jammies. So let's have a look what I've got written on here. So I've got 2.5 meters. It might make an actual set like those mauve ones, like last year's. Organic printed cotton jersey, and it's a Jocelyn Proust, which is the designer. So that's quite a popular designer that we have here in Australia. Not really my colours, I don't think. I don't know. So I've got enough probably. So that's number three. Oh, that's all the choices of the longer bits of fabric for the pants in my mind. Then we've got two choices of, you know how I had the plain, hang on. You know how I had the plain top in those other Pajamas? I was thinking I could maybe have one of these as a plain top to match one of the bottoms. This is the dilemma. When you buy fabric and stick it in your stash, and you might have something in mind, but you might not have it aligned with what you want to match it with. So when I go to choose the fabric to match with the pattern of how much fabric I need, then sometimes I don't have enough. So that's a bit annoying. Anyway, both of these pinks, this is just by the by, both of these pinks are organic combed cotton jersey again. This one's berry, and I've got one, it's a very pretty colour. I love this. Pink. Very nice. This would make a nice plain t-shirt, by the way. And we all need those, especially when you wear all these jazzy skirts and pants. Organic combed cotton jersey once again, and it's berry, and it's 1.7 meters, so it's enough for a long sleeve t-shirt or a pajama top. And so that was from Spotlight last year in December. So that's really lovely. And we'll talk about matching in a minute. Then we've got, so these are the choices for the top. We've got this baby pink. Reminds me of nighttime. Again, it's the organic printed jersey. Where's my note? This is before I got very detailed with my notes. So it's older than 2021. It's probably even older than 2020. 1 metre washed. That's all I've written. So 1 metre is probably not enough for the whole t-shirt top with the sleeves, because for a short sleeve it would be. Anyway, I would have to jiggle around to see. But, so that's my choices. So that, you know this one, that would look lovely with that dark pink. Doesn't that look nice? Look lovely? Or the light pink even. Can you see that? That'd look okay. And then I maybe could use, because this is over 2 meters for this one, I think. So then I could use the extra on the sleeves for that and around the neck. So there's that. This other one, that's the apples and all that jazz. That's orange. Is there a rule that orange and pink don't go? Am I making that up? So that's all pinned together. Hang on. So that's yeah, that's that pattern. Not sure how it goes with that pink. And also, let's go back to, these are pajamas. Does it matter? Anyway, what do you think? And then the stars, I think these are a standalone. And I think they will look lovely no matter what. And that might end up being for my grandson. So let me know what you think. And before I make my decision, I'll see what you all have to say. And we'll see what comes out, but I'll let you know how it goes. So it's been a bit of a long one today. I'm really sorry if it's taken too long, but that's me when I'm trying to decide what am I making? What am I making? It's too long. Anyway, I have that, it's like a writer's block for sewing. Does anyone else have that? It's just, yeah. Anyway, so that's all on my list for today. What's coming next? I have my sewing room tour happening. I've done a little bit of it and I've got to edit it and do a couple of other things, but there's a lot. I might have to have part 1 and part 2, maybe even part 3. There's a lot. So I've got a lot crammed into this little room. I've got to tell you. So I've done it in quite detail, so I hope that's going to be okay for you peeps. So, okay, I'm going to leave it there for now. You have a fabulous week. And hi to all the new subscribers. Please hit subscribe if you're interested in watching some more of this next time. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now. Happy sewing. Bye.